Hey guys, this is Karan Binani from Mobius Scrub and I'm back with even more tips and tricks for the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. If you've missed my first video, don't worry about it, I'll provide you a link at the end of this one. With the Galaxy Note 3, Samsung has taken one-handed use to a different level altogether. So obviously you cannot use the entire 5.7 inch with one single hand. So here's what you do. That's it. And then it just minimizes into a window which you can easily use with your left hand or even with your right hand, as I'll just show you. And then you've got, your volume keys, the return, home, and the menu keys all at the bottom of that particular window. So for the right side, this is what you do. And as you see that on the top, the resize option and the full screen option also shifts basis whether it's on the left or on the right. If you're confident of the size of your hand and you think you deserve bigger and better, so you can obviously resize that window and then even continue to use it with one hand. So to activate this, it's quite simple. Just go into settings, tap into controls, and then one-handed operation. And there you go. Use for all screens. So this is what you need to enable. Now, for those who think they're really irresponsible and they keep losing stuff, the S Pen is something that you can easily lose if it's not in your hand, right? So then there's something called as S Pen Keeper. If your phone screen is switched off and your S Pen is somewhere outside, the Note 3 will notify you if you start walking away from it. Anyway, going forward, with the Note 3, you can also unlock your screen with just your signature. Obviously, it's unique. So what you do is just go into lock screen options and select signature. It's going to say, give 3 attempts so that it confirms that this is your signature. And then it's going to ask you for a standby pin. In case, you can't get through your signature, at least you have a pin that you can enter to unlock the screen. Now, the next time, so I'm going to first try putting in a signature which is not actually exactly mine. So it's going to say sorry, and now I'm going to put in my actual signature, and there you go, it unlocks the screen. With the Galaxy Note 3, Samsung has given a new effect on the lock screen which is called watercolor effect, right? But you can change this effect to something which was older in the Galaxy Note 2 as well. It's called ripple effect. So if you go into lock screen and then unlock effect, when you choose ripple, it's going to enable ink effect. And you can give it a color, so you've got some 8 or 9 colors to choose from. So for example, I choose green. There you go. And then the next time I'm on the lock screen with my S Pen only, it's going to give that green ink effect. So something new in that you can try. A great thing about Android is that you can actually access shortcuts and widgets right from your lock screen with the latest 4.3 Jelly Bean. But Samsung does not enable it from the start. So go into lock screen and enable multiple widgets and shortcuts. So if you go into your lock screen settings, these 2 settings are what you can enable. If you go into shortcuts, you can actually determine which shortcuts you want on your lock screen. And there you go. And I can just, swipe a particular app and it enables or basically opens up that app directly on the screen. And you can even add multiple widgets. So if you don't want to actually unlock the screen and go inside to a specific app, you can just have these notifications. These are kind of widgets that keep you informed about what's happening on, say, Google Now or on Pushbullet, or which music track is playing on your music player, and even control it from the lock screen. So you don't really have to go inside the app. The other thing is called direct pen input. So as you can see, I just went into dialer and then there was a small toggle for direct pen input. I tapped on it and then I just wrote a name, which is test in this case. It even works on SMS, works on email, WhatsApp, any messenger service. So the direct pen input is available everywhere. So to enable that, just go into settings, controls, S Pen, and then enable direct pen input. That's it. And it comes enabled automatically anyway. We all know that when we press the button on the S Pen, it opens the Air Command menu, which basically has 5 things that the S Pen can do. Now, for example, the first one, Action Memo. When you tap on it, it opens up a post-it or a sticky note kind of a thing. But you can do that directly by pressing the S Pen button and then tapping it twice on the screen. It opens the Action Memo directly. For Scrapbooker, again, a very simple way to do is just press the button on the S Pen and keep it pressed. And then you can mark any region. It could be in any shape. It could be a circle. It could be some random shape. It could be a rectangle. It could be a square, anything. And then, you just mark your region and then you can send it to Scrapbook. So even without opening Air Command, then Scrapbook, and then marking your region, it kind of works the other way around. So, again, I think it's just shorter and quicker. For screen write, you can tap on screen write from the air command menu. It takes a screen grab, and then you can write anywhere on the screen and then share it with a friend. So obviously you can do that, but what I think is the best way is again, press the S Pen button and then tap and hold onto the screen, and that's it. It takes a screen grab and then it lets you write anywhere on it. So it does the same exact thing, but it's just that you don't have to open the air command menu again. Now for S Finder, which is the inbuilt search engine, which basically searches everything from apps to your handwritten notes, you can just tap and hold the menu key and it'll open S Finder automatically. So all of those air command menus have their own shortcut. Another really interesting thing about the Galaxy Note 3 is that you can now share things even without opening them. So if you have your S Pen out with Air View, just tap on the image, and then it gives you options to share, edit, crop, or apply a photo frame. So obviously you need to have Air View on, and the Air command menu does not work on this. Similarly, if you go into the messaging app and if you tap on, if you go to attach, and if you tap the S Pen button on it, it basically shows you the most recently taken pictures or downloaded pictures. And you can just, send an SMS quickly to a friend. And it works even on contacts. It basically shows the most recent contacts. So that's it, guys. The latest Galaxy Note 3 tips and tricks that I've just discovered. There's obviously the first part to it, and you can click on the video on the right hand side to view it. There's a full review, there's a camera review, there's a gaming review. So feel free to browse through them. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the video, and don't forget to subscribe.